Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach before the game. He understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand. But he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Perry. Spotted at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking for room. It's Bellamy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. They go to the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Gator. He got a step and just dusted.
Speed, you see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's Bellamy. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Lewis finds his man. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
The run inside. It's Bellamy. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Lewis. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. Third down from the gun, Lewis. It's complete on the right side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside, it's Bellamy. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Here's Lewis to throw. Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Colorado. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he added the extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Ball. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. Pulls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Direct snap. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis. Bringing the heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's complete to the right, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Here's Lewis. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Young. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's got to be so demoralizing for the defense. The 2nd time on this drive that they've gone for it on 4th, and they were able to convert it by running the ball.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Throwing, Lewis. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the
love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he puts through the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Jones wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Motion from the back. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He turns that loose down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Buying some time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Waning seconds in the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. On the move, it's Bellamy. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest versus the Akron Zips.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The run inside. It's ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Jones to throw. Got his man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Finds a little space.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going right and going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Jones wants to throw it. He's got it down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowning this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for a gap. It's Bellamy. And he's still running after the move. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
Punt, and he's got room. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back-to-back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Second down, he'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gators will hustle to the line. Here's Jaden one more time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff for Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Jones wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Gators answer right back. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. A nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for us.
Here's Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
So now it's second and long. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. In the red area, it's Ball. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Throwing, Lewis. This time he's got his man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that 4th down, you're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking for a crease. It's Bellamy. Oh, what a move. Here's a little room there. He's finally hurt it out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish.
Looking for the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout call by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. It'll be third and short from their own 33. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He wants to change this route. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Inside the 10. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A gut punch to this defense and probably a knockout punch. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Coming out with it, it's Perry. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Play action with Lewis. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Here's Lewis to throw. It's complete on the right side. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.